Hi everyone, this is my first vlog. Welcome to the Blockbuster Movie Review. We're going to be taking a look at all the blockbuster movies that have come out or will be coming out in 2015. First thing we're going to take a look at today is Paddington Bear, a film that I never saw, but it looks like a children's bedtime comedy. I know that sounds weak, but it's true. The scene with the bathtub is splashing down the stairs is particularly amusing. Almost reminds me a lot of Little Bear, something I saw on Noggin or Nick Jr. But of course, he does have some interesting characteristics. Nice presentation of trailers. Next up, McFarlane USA. Okay, now this is a movie really worth griping about. If you don't already know, it's basically a sports movie. This type of movie has been done over and over again. But if you want more on that, see Nostalgia Critic's review of early sports movies from the 80s and 90s. Next is one close to my heart, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, Sponge Out of Water from Nickelodeon. Now, knowing me, you know I just had to rate this one highly. In this movie, the Krabby Patty formula is stolen, and it goes missing for good. The heroes have to get it back from Burger Beard, the pirate. Good animation and fast-paced story. Overall, good. Next, Jupiter Ascending, a real bore fest. Too long to get into here, but the plot is, it has to do with an alien race and a new queen, even though she's really not. If you like good visuals or beautiful background scenery, check it out. If not, skip it. Next, Chappie. Violence has gotten so bad in Jakarta, South Africa, they're actually using police droids, robots. They're using robots to police the city. What? Chappie is the first droid to have artificial human intelligence. Overall, good pacing. I got invested in the characters and good story. Great work. Next, Divergent series, Insurgent. Like Hunger Games, this is a series that actually started out as 3 books. I read them all, but all the Hunger Games, that is. But I found the first movie to be weak, but this one picked up. Nice. Next, Monkey Kingdom. This documentary from Disney Nature is the story of Maya, a monkey living in social hell. This unique film can be shown in history classes all around the world. It delves deeper into the issues of social order and class system, even though they're only monkeys. Next up, Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. If you don't already know, this isn't just one standalone superhero movie. It's a series of movies and TV shows from the new Captain America franchise to Iron Man to Ant-Man, which is something I'll be getting into a little later on. You'd have to see all the different movies in order to know what's going on, especially in regards to the ending. But overall, good superhero movie. Next up, Tomorrowland. Another Disney movie. Again, it has breathtaking visuals and special effects, but then again, with a name like Tomorrowland, I really don't know what I was expecting. Think futuristic of the future. In it, a girl picks up a futuristic pen that transports her to the land of tomorrow. And it looks interesting from the trailers. By the way, for the trailers. Next up, Jurassic World, the 4th installment of the Jurassic Park franchise. This time the park is open and dinosaurs are on display to the public. Oh my! Check it out if you haven't already. Next up, go see it if you're into dinosaurs. Next up, Inside Out. This Pixar movie examines the idea of someone's emotions inside their head being real. There's happiness, sadness, and madness, grumpy, lazy, cuteness, and many more. Good work. Okay, next, the one I've been dying to talk about. The Minions movie. This prequel to Despicable Me. That means it took place before the events of the first movie, specifically 42 years BG, before Brood. Anyway, it tells us that minions have been on this earth for thousands and thousands of years, serving the most despicable masters on earth. A T-Rex, an Egyptian pharaoh, and Dracula. Oh my. The problem is they killed all their masters. I'll stop there, but check it out this July. Next, Terminator Genesis. This is the next Terminator movie, featuring the Governator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Check it out. Simple as that. Next up, Ant-Man, another Marvel Cinematic Universe film. Much like Avengers 2, couldn't really gather much from the trailer, and Wiki didn't help a lot either, but I'll be sure to include it in the description below. Next up, the reboot of the Fantastic Four. Basically reintroduces them and tells their origin story all over again. Check it out this August. Next we have Underdogs. Basic plot, this kid gets his town taken away from him by a bully, and now he has to be one of the best soccer teams in the world. It's a cute movie starring Ariana Grande. So yeah. Next, Maze Runner Scorch Trials. Like Hunger Games and Divergent, it started out as 3 books that have been adapted to movies. I read them all. Found the first movie to be weak, but hopefully that improves in the second one. Next up, Hotel Transylvaina 2. Simply put, Dracula opens up a hotel for monsters and all hell breaks loose. But the busiest time for movies this year is December, November. First up, Peanuts the movie. That's Charlie Brown the movie. Fortunately, the original guy behind it, Charles Schultz, passed away in 2000, but maybe one of his kids or someone from his estate was behind thinking this up, thank goodness. Anyway, in the trailer, we mostly get to see Snoopy as the Red Baron, while Charlie Brown's plot is left up to imagination. But fingers crossed it's good. Next up, the conclusion to the Hunger Games movie franchise, Mockingjay Part 2. It basically tells the end of the Hunger Games story, but since it's from Disney, it's good. And finally, the 2 biggest releases this year. First, Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Now, when George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to Disney, 2 things happened. A, they started making Star Wars Rebels and airing it on Disney XD. And B, they announced plans to make more Star Wars feature films. Now even I can't guess the plot, but go see it, it's going to be awesome. And finally we have Alvin and the Chipmunks 4, The Road Check. In this movie, Alvin and friends have to save Dave from his new girlfriend. Whoopee! That's everything. I'm your man AD, and I'm out. Peace.